special episode of Dripping in Black podcast. We go behind the scenes at the inaugural Dripping in Black Creators Retreat.
What's up, folks? This is Sean Smith from Dripping in Black, and I am with a few of my friends here tonight that went to the Dripping in Black Inaugural Creators Retreat. And it's always good to see y'all. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
What's up?
Good.
What's up?
So we are all here to give a little brief recap of it. It was a week ago, so it's still fresh in our minds. And I'm going to have the people, and we're going to go clockwise the way I see you all anyway. And introduce yourself and what part did you play in the retreat? B, we'll start with you.
Okay, hi y'all. I'm B. I came on behalf of Women Who Heal as the content creator. And I was really behind the scenes. It was my first time being with other creators other than my phone. So it was nice to actually meet people who are doing content, who are pushing out or even having the creative skills as the podcasters. It was my first time meeting podcasters too, so I was really in awe the entire time I was there. I didn't know what to expect, so I kind of went in with an open heart, open eyes to see what it was like. And yeah, I was really there as a content creator for Woman Who Heals with the founder, D. Allen. She's not on the call at the moment, but that was me.
Show them all the notes that you took. Show me your notebook.
Oh no, I'm still taking notes. I've been taking notes all day.
She was the
every
notes,
day.
and she took the note because she was swift with her pen.
Yeah. I'm a huge notebooker, so.
All right, next is my man that did a presentation, Mr. Al Pete. Tell him who you are and what you did, sir.
What's up? What's happening? Greetings. All the great things. Mr. Al Pete, founder of the MPN Network, hip hop artist, podcaster, media specialist, all the things. Your cousin's best friend. I was one of the presenters, a speaker in this dope thing that we got going on, and I'm looking forward to doing more. I'm real looking forward to doing more with this. We're gonna continue this this journey that has started. So shouts out to you, Square, for everything that you've done, and I'm just glad to be a part of this thing.
Now,
This
I'm gonna
retreat.
I'm gonna let y'all know that Al gave a suggestion that we're going to do, and I'll talk about that toward the end. And we have that most people have deemed the MVP of the retreat, and that's Nakia Bonds, which did our cooking, our personal chef. Introduce yourself, ma'am.
Hello, everyone. It's Nakia, also known as Kia Can Cook. Based right now out of Northwest Indiana, not that far from Chicago, but homegrown from Detroit. Always first love. I was the chef in charge of nourishment and vibes for the weekend.
Oh,
I saw that. The recap video of the food. Oh man.
It got to be more to come. By far the best food I had at a conference retreat. Anything else? And we're going to also shout out the ones that are not here or not here yet. Ty Hicks was one of the participants. A Detroit native he's in New York right now. Dominic Lawson is just get off of vacation off with his family, so I know he's resting. And also our audio guy, our guy, Craig Digger, which is en route. He had a celebration that he was at this weekend, and he's en route home. I'm going to start off with a couple of questions for folks, and then if they have any questions, they can ask it to whoever they need to. First one I'm going to ask is Kia. Kia saw some of the stuff, but she wasn't active because she was doing her thing. She was creating that vibe that kept us nourished and full and getting the itis. What did you glean from, I won't say an outsider, because you weren't really an outsider, but you wasn't with the podcast and stuff directly. Now you in a lot of the we got a lot of shots of the food. We have some things just talking to you that will be coming out soon, because we got the most of the work is after the fact, because we got all this material now. So from your point of view, from your perspective, what did you see at the retreat?
So, first of all, I didn't know. I wasn't aware that that was the first time that most had met one another. So what I experienced was some like-minded folks who were able to have a great time meeting each other. It was a lot of conversations. It was a lot of pep talks going on in the corners. But it seemed as if it was a very good camaraderie with the group that was there and getting work done. It was a lot of work that goes behind the scenes. And even when it was time to turn on the camera, it was hard work. So I saw folks working. I saw folks taking notes. I saw folks changing clothes. I saw folks practicing lines. So there was a lot that happened in those 2.5 days. That's what I saw. So from my understanding, it was the first time for a lot of those in attendance that actually performed the podcast, if I'm not mistaken. But in hearing some of the content, it sounded like folks have been doing this for a while. But it was cool to see everyone sharing, learning, and just willing to take the chance on themselves. And that's what I saw.
Okay, and I'm still trying to get Kia to do her idea of her podcast. We just had Craig Dicker join us. Introduce yourself, sir. I know you've been on the road, and he might pass out at any time.
What up, good people? I'm sorry I'm early. I know Square told me when he sent me the link, he said he was going to have the junior varsity first, and then he, you know what? Never mind. Don't worry about it. So good evening, good people. Hopefully everybody's well. We might cut this part out too, so I'm gonna make some jokes, and then I'm gonna introduce myself so I can get myself. I didn't get a mic check in, but I think Paula's prepaid time ran out because I feel like she had a long-winded response to throw in, and Riverside was like, no ma'am, no thank you. All right, I'm ready. Good evening, good people. I'm the DJ Crate Digger, better known as Crate Digger, 24/7 365. You can catch me on www.cratedigger.com. I'm a DJ, producer, instructor, musician, a whole lot of other stuff, but I am not a podcaster. No matter what Al tells you, I am not a podcaster. Don't believe the words that he says. With that being said, hopefully everybody's well. Good to see y'all, man. Everybody doing well?
Yes, sir.
That was a deep sigh, Al.
Yes, sir.
You want to say something, but you know it's not even going to be worth your time.
You know,
I'm chilling. I'm just gonna. You just gonna. That's just gonna be your.
I need to put them. I need to get them shirts done. Not a podcast. I gotta have some not a podcaster t-shirts on the site.
Yeah, get a shirt made. That'd be ill.
Yeah. You know, Al said that we might have to throw that white hat up after this one. So we'll check in with it and see if we had to throw that white hat up. B had a very different perspective. She came in, didn't know anyone but D, her partner in crime, and we had B in the hood ish.
Hood adjacent, yes. Hood adjacent.
We had B in the hoodish. They're not knowing all the people. Yes, definitely hood adjacent. Hood too close. What did you start off with to what did you end with in your experience? What I mean by that is you had an initial thing that you got there to Detroit. In fact, they landed early. They were in the D, and D was actually coming from Dallas, and B is coming from Minnesota. So they landed early. So they had some time to acclimate with the city.
Yeah. So it was my first time in Detroit, Michigan. I didn't, like I said, I was there on a mission to kind of learn about the podcasting world. Um, Genuinely speaking, I wish I would have opened more up about my education and what my degree. So I majored here from a private university called Bethel, and I majored in business and political science. So there was this one class that I took called History of the Middle East, and it really talked about how media is streamed when it comes to like big world events, for example 9/11, which happened years ago. So it was really fun to finally be in Michigan and see where kind of like the different political climate on my social medias while I was in Detroit, Michigan versus how it is here in Minnesota and then in Texas as well. So I wish I would have taken more time to speak with Crate and with you, Sean, about like policy makings when it comes to media and the outlets. I think my last day we got to drive down that 8 mile road and it was really fun because we had basketball in the background and it really put into perspective for me at least how y'all men talk and communicate when someone is in your city. So listening to the different radio channels was really interesting to me. And you say I was in the hood. It really I was in the hood.
Not too much, B. That's where I grew up at. Not too much.
I was like,
But you
whose
did
trap
was
house was
that's
this
square.
in
Then
the
you had
back?
Sherpa, so you were safe. You had your hood Sherpa, so you was all right.
I know. That's why I felt safe. I felt safe, but it made me think, like personally speaking, if I had grown up in that neighborhood, like I don't know, I couldn't imagine how different.
I made it out okay.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
So it was really cool. It was fun.
Any questions or comments? Something that we need to, you want me to talk about or somebody else to talk about?
Well, I'll say this since you kind of mentioned. I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead, Al. Go ahead, brother.
I don't necessarily. Well, do we want to elaborate more on the possible quarterly situation? Do we want?
Yes, you may, since you brought it up.
Well, you technically you brought it up, sir. Uh,
So technically, you gave the suggestion. So I'm going back to the. I'm going for I'm a fundamentalist, so I'm going back to the fundamental of where it first came up. So,
gotcha.
give us your vision.
Yeah. So, I was hypothetically speaking about having these conversations and having this comrade moves continued.
I mean, I'll go with the 2 sessions today, right? Because especially the community piece, because I think we don't discuss that enough across the board in podcasting, content creation or whatever. I don't think so. Definitely not to the point that Professor Wayne Peterson broke it down today, right? But the thing is like talking about like how powerful we are together than apart and in our silos and like collaborating together like literally this retreat, right? Like I mean we had sessions but we also had time to work on stuff, create stuff. Like I'm literally looking at a whiteboard right here of my guy Ty like restructuring his show, right? Like I think in the hustle and bustle of life, right? Like we get kind of caught up in our head, and so to come to a retreat or creators retreat to be able to kind of reset and refocus is super important. And then right to get today's session about storytelling and owning your story and things of that nature. Um,
I was thinking quarterly being the fact that it won't be so strenuous on everybody. We can have time to plan, but it'll be a situation where we can get together, pick a day, and maybe spend about 3 hours or something like that, 3 to 4 hours, or shorter, 2 hours, um, and just have conversations about the things that was spoken on at the retreat. Um, Maybe have a couple speakers come, you know what I'm saying, and have speakers come, and or we can have breakout sessions. We can do a project. So I'll do an idea. This is I'm a hypothetically speaker, like spit one out, but like we take a Saturday. Everything starts at like 9 o'clock in the morning. It'd be like the welcome or whatnot, but it'd be like a nine to noon type of situation. So it'd be an introduction, and then we have one speaker, and one speaker talks about uh let's say that'd be Craig. Craig talks about like this quarter, like a particular quarter, we'll focus on uh the production side of podcasting, content creating, etc. So like Craig will be the first speaker and talk about um the techniques of streaming online, like what you need and stuff like that. So creators, speak for an hour. We have conversations. Maybe we break out into like a 15-minute session where we have different rooms and people go in there and then they discuss, we give like a project. Like the project is, who would you want to sponsor your live stream that you do? You have to come up, the group will come up with it. We come back, we talk about it, discuss it. And then after that, have like a second speaker. The second speaker will talk about something technical. Um, and then after that, we break it out to another session and then come back and then we do like a closing. But and like I said, this is kind of just speaking prematurely on what it will look like, etc. But the main thing, the main goal is just to keep having these type of situations where we are coming together, having conversations, training, researching, studying, training, elevating each other. Like one of the things I stated was we can, if everybody's interest is to speak, like a speaking engagement. If somebody says, "Hey, I would like to try," speaking at these at a retreat or whatever, like this could kind of be like the workshop. This would be like the area, the playground, the incubator to do it. And so we can give people opportunities to do that. We can put a criteria together, something like that, and go from there. But at the end of the day, having, this retreat energy kind of continue on quarterly, I think it'd just be good for it'd be good, man, just to keep the community aspect going. And so it won't just stop at the retreat, because the retreat was just such a magnificent job. I mean, all around, all aspects of it was great. So I just would like to see this type of community, continue in that regard. So hopefully that makes sense what I stated. But like a once a quarter type of thing would be cool, because we're still going to be conversing, um, like in our group me's. We follow each other online. We'll have those conversations. We'll be still interacting on that tip, but to have something like formally put together, I think would be cool. I think it'd be cool to people to look forward to, get more people involved that are not involved, that missed out on the retreat. Give them something, that they can expect when we do have the retreat again, where people be in person.
I definitely agree.
So
Actually, I was, what I was going to say before I started to interrupt you, Al, is to your point, Squared. And yes, Al, you did bring it up first. So we laying this at your feet, but it's all good. Um, Absolutely, both in terms of continuing the momentum of what last weekend provided each of us individually and as a group, as a collective. I think that's one thing, to tie it back in what a lot of what Al shared is in building that community. Like, as people can see, we have a camaraderie and an engagement style that is not like we just met once and kind of like I don't really know these folks. So as much as I still have to learn about B, and as much as I still have to learn about D, and as much as let me rephrase. As much as I know about Paula that I don't want to know, and then as much as I know about B and D that and as much as I still need to learn about them, and I'm ignoring Al and Square for a second, but in terms of all of these different connections and relationships and individual communities or individual engagements that were built and developed and strengthened and have been ongoing, there's still this whole group that wasn't a group until last weekend. And that community bonded, grew, had experiences, had learning, et cetera, that I don't think any of us are ready to leave at the retreat. So to what Al was saying, what Squared has shared and other folks have shared as well. So in building out that community, what does that look like? And not just like community for the sake of having like community, but like what does that look like in terms of us serving the community serving us serving each other. So whether that's every fourth Saturday, or whether it's every 4 weeks, every 4 months, or every 3 months, however we break it up, but that ongoing engagement with the community and finding out, B mentioned there's certain things that she wished in hindsight that she would have shared more, or specific questions she would have asked more about. So how can we take that basically that ask, that call to action as a community? How can we serve that for her? And if people in this community may not be the best people to serve her in those terms, who can we find to serve her in those terms? Because she's already put out the ask amongst other folks of this community on what she needs or what she's looking for, what would help her. So I think all of us are in that space of different things that we can contribute, different things that we can take away from. So once again, I think that's important to what Al shared in his presentation is community, and not just community for the sake of numbers, community for the sake of warm bodies or squares on a call, but like how are we really serving each other? How are we serving the community? What does that reciprocity look like? And is that reciprocity fair and honest? So once again, is it just us doing things that make Square look good because he's the leader of the Dripping Black Creators Retreat? Or are we all putting into this pot that we can all pull from in different ways? Or are we all, or maybe I don't have anything that I need to take out, but I have plenty that I can share in, whatever that looks like. So I say all that to say that I think both in Al's suggestion and Square's kind of pushing us to ask ourselves and each other, what does that look like? And then how do we do it? Because in the end, the same way the Creator Retreat kind of happened because Square said to himself with conversation with Al and other folks, like, I can't keep talking about it. I just got to do it. So now that he's just done it, how can we all take that same kind of mindset and just do the thing to continue to serve the community and, be of service to each other? And Paula, you took all the Red Bulls and you drank a Red Bull on the show. That's crazy. Wow, that's real crazy.
Let's not go there. Let's not even go there on this Red Bull, right? You drank all of them and just said it was me. Just like how you ate all the biscuits, but it's okay.
I enjoyed every morsel of every biscuit I had, and it still wasn't enough. So I will not apologize for eating all the biscuits.
Also, we had another person that came in to Dee's presentation, and I'm so glad to see her because I finally met her that Saturday night. And Juliana Luna of I know Juliana because she's a former student of a partner of mine, and we got together because she wanted some tips, but she probably should be giving me some tips because she was doing her thing. And Juliana, in the hours in which you spent with us, and we do appreciate you spending some time with us. What was your overall viewpoint of what you experienced at the retreat?
Well, hello everyone. Sorry I joined late. I am at work right now, so I'm just trying to squeeze in some time. But for overall at the retreat, honestly, I had no idea what to expect. I mean, it was my first time getting together with like a bunch of creatives, other than like some of the maybe photo shoots I do, which are predominantly like in that kind of creative space, I guess, like meeting up with just other people who are kind of doing that same thing. So it was new to me, and I honestly like didn't think I was going to enjoy as much as I did. I obviously had like, I was being really optimistic about it. I wasn't trying to be as shy, and I really was trying to be more open, but unfortunately, I was only with you guys for those few hours, and so I didn't really know everybody too well. So I kind of was just, sitting back, listening, and just absorbing, really. I really took that opportunity to just absorb and learn from everyone, because although I'd say my podcast is probably about like a year and a half old, maybe two. I haven't dropped that much, and I think that's just lack of experience, and I'm really particular and really I'm kind of like almost a perfectionist when it comes to what I drop. So I was really just taking notes and, like I said, absorbing, I think, is the best word.
But now Juliana didn't know nobody. She knew
Yes.
of me. She seen my face on. I don't even know if you see my face because you see the dripping in black logo. So I
Yeah.
don't even know if you see your face, other than if you saw me and David on something. So
Right.
you came in there blind.
Yeah.
Um,
You
at
came to
least
the hood in a house not knowing who you're coming to see?
Yeah.
God.
that that's
Yes.
that's that's some trust. But again, she know I was there, and I had to look after her. So
Yes, there was
went
a
good.
moment. I'm not gonna lie. There was like probably a 2.5 second interval where I pulled up to the retreat, and I'm like, "Is this a good idea?" But no, I'm glad it went. It went good.
Hey, I don't blame you. I did too. I said,
Yeah,
"Ooh, we
some of
gonna
these
really
folks I've
do
known for
this
a
thing
while,
for
and I
real?"
still
But I'm
question if I
pulling up in
should
that
like
driveway.
even be on phone
Yeah.
calls with them. So I understand.
I was waiting
Yeah.
for you to say those two words. Like, I was just waiting for you to say those. But Julian, it was the shot, right? It was the shot.
Yes, yes, it was the one we took in the kitchen. Yes, that's what got definitely all of our bloods pumping, for sure.
Yeah, well, Paul, like I said, we all have resigned to the fact that there's no words to describe Paula. Paula being Paula. That was our term for since we known Paula. So Paula being Paula. So that that
I'm there to make people comfortable. That's all.
I don't know
And you
if you
did a
make
very
them
good job.
because is that what if y'all that's what y'all say. Ty, big fella, are you there?
That I am. I cannot get on camera right now.
Okay. What up, big fella? Tell the people who you are. We'll put one of them pictures. I hope y'all saw the picture from the photo shoot. We'll put one of those pictures up there to represent you. Tell them who
Yeah,
you are.
put a sexy picture up of me. You feel me? Hello everyone. My name is Tyronza Hicks. You guys can call me Ty. I am a multi podcaster, producer, creator, content producer, curator, um, host of Who is Tyronza, R&B and Chill, and Black Hockey, and the CEO and content manager for Epic Echo Productions.
All right. Otherwise, Ty, I got. What's up, Ty? Ty, what was your overall assessment of the retreat?
I think the retreat was fantastic. I think it was great for its inaugural, start. Um, I think all in all, it was great. I'm from Detroit, so I knew the area very well. It was like 5 minutes away from my grandma's house, so that was perfect. Um, but yeah, it was great. Got to know some really dope, amazing new people. Um, saw some old faces. I think Sean, how you curated the entire weekend was really dope, from the food to the introductions to, I think, you just making the space just a neutral, calm, and fun field space. So I think from beginning to end, it was great for me. It was great for me, and it was a definite stress reliever. So I loved every minute of it. It was great.
Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you, my guy. So, like I said, Ty, I I don't know if you was on or not. You remember I couldn't get your volume to work on the aerial caster.
Yes.
Your boy is your boy is not bright. You after I tell you the story, I said I told the story this morning in Clubhouse, but your boy ain't that bright, man, because it was user, as Craig always like to say,
It is
and he
operator
is
error.
probably
Absolutely, I
95%
called it.
right most of the time. It was it was an operator
What makes it
dumb
so good is when I
blankety
asked
blank
him, like,
error
is it
for
turned
real.
on? Is it blah
Oh
blah? You know
man.
how he looked at me, right, Ty? And here we are.
Yeah, you know he gave you that look like, yeah, yeah.
It
And
was
I looked at the video. You know, I went in and I seen it. And I said,
now
everybody got sound. Everybody sound good. I
right.
sound
You have no
no
sound. You were
sound.
silent. So
I ain't got
so
no sound.
so put your wave file up there so we can sync it
You're the
so you
Charlie
can
Chaplin
have
of
the
podcasting.
video and the footage or whatever. You right. You know, it's kind of hard to be an audio. It's hard to grasp audio if you pantomime it. So yeah, that was definitely dumb user error too, man. It was bad. It was bad. But overall, like I said, we're going to use this. We're going to combine it with the recap we did that night. So we'll have a whole we will have a whole recap with this as well as with what we said that night. I haven't looked at that footage yet, but I will pull something. I will pull something together um, as we wind it down. Um, like I said at that night, the plan for the retreat is to put it on the road. Now, you all created a different issue. Y'all said if you put it on the road, you got to bring the kid with you.
I don't see
So,
what the
so
problem is. Could you help me
I
understand what's wrong
don't.
with wanting
So,
to eat well?
you know,
Just because I'm
you
on the
know,
road,
yeah.
road,
So,
don't mean I'm not still a
so
king. I
that
deserve to
was
eat like a king. The king got to come.
Do you do you want
Correct.
us to show up or not?
I mean, if we got to
I'm
vote,
just
we'll
saying.
vote. If it's got to be you or her, we can vote if we need to.
yeah, like I said, man. So I already let her know. So we do have some places in mind, but that is one of the things. Now we might make the Detroit one the annual one, but the other one would probably. I would like to do that now. If we break the monetary code, um, I would love to do that quarterly. But right now we're going to do the 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 meetup quarterly. What that's going to be, and we'll let you know within the next couple weeks. And again, for you all, I'm talking to you all. If you all have a presentation, B and Juliana, I'm pointing at y'all too. Throwing elbows and stuff, pointing at y'all too. Y'all have a presentation y'all want to present. You got something that you want to do or speak on. That is great because it is use it as a vehicle to test out what you want to do. Uh, I'm looking forward for D's drop. Me and D just had a meeting, and hers will be dropping. We start to get the schedule together for hers to drop, and we're gonna start editing hers soon. So that is cool. Um, B got some ideas, so B might be on something as well. Juliana please, Juliana, get to your regular.
Yeah, I'm about to
Well,
say, I'm
Juliana
like, listen, I'm gonna
flying
give you this
planes
idea, and when
and
you
doing.
finally ready to take off, pun intended, with it, like you don't have to pay me no money or nothing. You need to have a podcast. It's called Plain Old Podcast, and you shoot all your episodes from the cockpit. So like while you flying, you talk about whatever you're talking about. I don't know if I ever seen anybody podcast from a plane. It don't got to be live. So if you got to dodge some birds or whatever y'all do up there in the Cessnas and the jets or whatever you be flying, like chop it up when you get down on the ground, but plain old podcast. And
Wow, no, that's yeah. I've never heard of a podcast in the air either. The only issue is though, because I've tried to get footage up there, is the mic issue. It is so loud. It's so loud. That's the only thing. I actually go up Thursday.
So
So
I'll say this. I'm absolutely sure flying a plane while you're, no matter how good you are at it, is just one of those things where there's certain things that you just can't deal with as much as other things. With that being said, I think one of the things that will help set the stage for your podcast like that is understanding like this is not like fake in a plane. Like we in a plane. So like I don't know how you record, like if there's a way to record the headsets or whatever the communication system is. I don't know what the FAA rules are and all that, but I think understanding, because you're actually broadcasting quote unquote live from a plane, people will be able to deal with the volumes. And then once you do the post production and do some filtering and different things, it may be able to make it a bit more kind of comfortable. But I think once again, the absolute realness of something like that, people aren't going to be like, oh, this doesn't sound like, nah, like you're in a plane. So yeah, so I think so. Once again,
It's part of the vibe.
that's yours to do what you will with it. I will not be behind. I will not be in charge of flying any real planes beyond any drones. So you don't have to worry about me taking that idea anytime soon. So if it's something that takes a couple years, that's what it takes. Or if you like, oh, I can figure this out, and then 6 months later you're at it. But if you like the idea, it's yours.
sweet. No, definitely. That's definitely putting some stuff into my head, because I do follow a couple of pilot creators, and they just make reels though. Like they don't do anything like YouTube or podcasting. And there is a way, now that I think about it, when you just said it, is they're able to get what's going on when they're talking to ACT, like the people who give directions and stuff, and also record like what they're saying. I just need to figure out how they do that. Yeah. But no, yeah, definitely. I need to do my research. Thank you for that.
Well, there's a couple ways they could do that, but yeah, you figure it out. And all you need is a DJI mic and a lapel, and you can filter other stuff. It's easier to do it from there and record it straight from there, and then filter the other stuff out, because it ain't gonna be that bad because it's condensed right next to you. So even if it gives you some background noise, like you said, you got a vibe. I'm in a plane giving y'all knowledge. So
Right.
so you got it. All right, as we wind down, I'd like to thank the ones that had the opportunity to come out. It's much love to you and y'all. You made the inaugural one memorable for a lot of different ways. The funniest way, y'all know. Y'all go look at. I'm not even gonna tell you all. Y'all go look for who posted that. Ty got the best post of it, and I'm still looking for footage to see if we could find the footage of her actually falling. But you know what, Ty? It was funnier just to listen to it. Just to
I
hear
made
her.
I made a cameo into the first episode of this incredible. You can't take that away from.
You dropped
But
in.
bro,
You
that
dropped
shit
in
still
on that
hurts,
episode.
and that shit is still funny.
Dropped in hard. But yeah.
Hearing it from Ty's side, because the video B has is after, but hearing it from Ty's side of the episode, it's very, because you can.
Oh, jeez.
Keep it going. Please keep it going. See, this is why I love this show. This is why. So we are currently stay your ass right on the floor. We are currently at the inaugural, right, Dripping in Black 2025 Creators Retreat, right? And it's our last night here. And of course we're recording the first episode of Who is Tyronza, and the homie Paula P, the Godfather, you feel me, just sat here and busted your ass. You all right? You good? You sure? No tailbone?
Hey, that might get him an award.
We might have to stick
put
that
you
at
there.
the end
Like,
of this.
I might have to tell Dom now. Dom needs to tighten up, because that sound design tie, boy, it put me right there.
That segment back.
I better be on your acceptance speech. Thank you, Paula, for falling. Paula P.
And
she got the Jerry Springer cam. She got it quick too.
Footage. Right. You know, B ain't no joke when it comes to content. She got it. All I wish is we got the fall. I wish that the fall was there. I'm still looking to see.
I think the only thing that would have been made it funnier if somebody would have been able to get it all. To get the fall, get B catching the end of it, and get Ty's reaction to it. Like if somebody can, so we might have to freeze somebody's brain, and we gotta be able to pull that memory in like 7 years, like when they get the technology. Because if you can get all of those, somebody winning an Emmy.
Yeah, that fall was epic.
It was.
That fall was epic.
Like
and I
said,
told y'all could hear it through the headphone.
Yeah.
I didn't believe you. I thought you were bullshitting.
Y'all thought I was bullshit, huh? Y'all thought I was bullshit. Nah, I said, hey, shout out to B for the picture too. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, yo, shit. I was like, let me show y'all that I wasn't playing. She hit that flow hard, boy.
And slow
even
motion.
the timing of the picture, literally when you're telling me sit your ass down, and I'm just like that. Okay.
Just stay your ass on the floor, man, because I know your ass was hurting. Just stay there for a minute. Just let it just soak in, breathe a little. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that was funny.
Oh my God.
Well, like I said, we about to end this. The kid, they already told me I can't do one without you.
Oh,
So,
that's a fact.
you know,
I mean, you can bring in help or another person, or like maybe alternate days, but like
she got to at
she's
least
it, Sean.
coordinate.
Like
She could be
it's
in
a wrap for
like
that.
in the Bear, like they be like
Yeah,
chef.
like she
like she can do that part, but like if she ain't, yeah.
If
Thank
she ain't
y'all.
We
that,
ain't showing up.
that's a fact.
Boycotting the shit out of you, and not
I
Walmart
show up and
style.
go
Like,
on a
for
hunger
real,
strike and be on the
boycott.
news because you ain't bring the kid.
That was
boycotting.
That was probably one of the highlights of the
in the corner looking
motherfucking
like
trip.
Paula
What the fuck?
I ate lunch.
One thing I knew for certain. What? Great. No, for real. One thing I knew for certain. Two things I knew for sure. We was not going hungry. That's a fact.
That was the goal.
That
was the absolute goal.
goal got checked the first night. Goal got checked the first night.
Finger food.
Right, yo.
What
When
kind of
Sean,
rice?
You almost bite your
I'm sorry.
fingers.
Let me stop. When Sean sat here and was like, "Yo, it's finger food over there," I'm like, "Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Ain't no damn finger food. This is dinner. What are you
This is
talking
dinner and
about?
leftovers.
Great. You feel me? And what do we have? Leftovers. Like, what do we? Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Listen.
What
Come on, man.
rice is this? What rice
Our
was
conversation was, finger food. Like we had the sliders, so we could eat and do what we gonna do.
No, I'm not taking that. We all got either a
I didn't know that
Crystals
she was
or a
gonna
White
have.
Castles, or like Sliders ain't snack
That's a
food no
fact.
more. Like when you was a little
That's a fact.
kid and a slider was like the size of your fist in 4th grade,
That's a fact.
maybe. Like sliders ain't snacks no more.
Yeah.
Sliders are
And them wasn't sliders. Them was like mini sandwiches.
yeah. Those were sliders. Those were slammers.
Them was
Those were
like
Thank
like
mini
y'all.
sandwiches.
burgers.
And I'm from Detroit. Them was buffalo chicken egg rolls, bro. I get those for dinner. Do you hear me? I get a corn. I get a corned beef egg
I
roll
didn't
for
know she was gonna
dinner.
show out. I didn't know she was gonna show out like
She
that.
showed out like that, my dog.
I didn't know she was gonna show out like that. I know she was gonna try to show out because
Listen,
she blew us out in the first
killing
quarter.
her when we have our
It was 40 to
competitions
nothing.
on
It was the first
Yeah.
quarter.
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
I didn't know she'd show out like that.
yeah. Clean sweep.
Yeah,
Post production.
But y'all, I
you
did
said
have
you
to
don't get
pop out on
Ty
him
a
because
sexy
he always tell me
image. Do
what
that
he
for
could
me
do.
because I rushed in. I look like I'm in front of the police car waiting to get arrested. So put a sexy. I don't know where you're gonna find a sexy picture of me, but put one up, please.
Speaking of pictures, before we shut down. Speaking of pictures, the
Yes,
photo shoot.
yes.
We got the photo shoot pictures back. What
I don't
Sunday?
know when it was, but if
Sunday?
Paula was here, she would tell you it wasn't Friday, but they came in
Whatever
Saturday.
day we got them. Yeah,
Because
it
she was
might have
looking
been.
for them pictures, wasn't she?
Right. She was looking for the picture.
What
So
are the
hopefully
pictures?
you'll start seeing some of the pictures.
I'm about to say Paula already
Actually, if you
released
go
them.
to
She leaked
Paula's,
them
you
like it
know
was a
she'd
Jay-Z
already
album.
released
Everybody's
some of
picture
them.
out.
Yeah, she leaked them already. Yep.
Right, because she was, like I say, she was already behind. Like I say, she wanted them Sunday before we left. So
I didn't see mine in there, Sean. Maybe they coming this week, yeah? Or
there's
she
a
just
lot more.
No,
oh
Go check.
she
I
has to
think I saw
upload
some
all of
of
them.
you.
All right, say less.
Right.
Say less.
They up there now.
Okay.
They're up there
yeah,
now.
I
The
saw yours,
last
and I
part
was
of
gonna
that shoot,
say,
when you was in the chair,
Yeah.
I'm so glad you came.
it's a lot of them in there now. Yep. And if
Right.
you
The
look in
late.
the drive, it's under additional. Right. The additional pics. So yeah, because Ty got kidnapped for a little bit.
I did.
So
That I did.
the additional pics they are in there. But if you re-download them, they should be there. I don't
Okay.
think they're in a different file, but
For
I
sure.
do have them on the drive as well. So
For
we
sure.
had to drive, we had to photo shoot, things like
I
that.
enjoy the
So
photo shoot. I love my pictures.
we'll keep some of the staples and stuff together. We'll see. But I did enjoy you all. It was a great time. I had to keep my peep. Well, the kid was trying to talk me off of, we like to go
Ledge.
see what didn't go right and spend the time on that as opposed to what went right, and we got it down. So it's out in the world now, and I'm popping out and showing people. We went to we was on a call yesterday, me, Al, and Crate, and I'm talking about it, and then I'm gonna say why wasn't I really want to say why wasn't y'all Negroes there, but
Oh.
I
I'll
refrained
say it
from that,
in
but
the
I did
terms of
let them
even if
know
you couldn't
that we
physically be
did do
there.
something.
Apparently, y'all on this platform and that platform, so your Wi-Fi worked. You could have dipped into a session or two. But everybody doing something. I ain't mad. I'm not gonna be that guy, but I will say that
they
it
definitely
wasn't.
could have
I don't
dropped the
believe it was
25.
impossible to support a session or just to drop in and say, hey, I just wanted to see what was going on and wish y'all luck or whatever. But everybody's living their life how they living it, so I can't keep score, but I can keep note.
With that being said, anything else for the good of the order before we leave?
I was just gonna say it's good to see everybody
comments?
except for Square.
When the
So
next
hopefully
one?
everybody's doing well.
I love to see you square.
He
I don't
know
I don't
why.
know why Craig said that
That's
like
why.
that.
That's why he grinning. He know why. That's why he's smiling.
Y'all been fighting
Craig ain't
since
right.
y'all been
Craig
fighting
ain't
since
right.
last
Yeah,
Friday, bro.
Friday before last.
Craig
Is that a
ain't right.
movie?
We've been fighting longer than
Whenever the
that.
first
now.
Friday came out is
Right.
when it's
Right.
Friday before. Whichever one that was.
It's always good to see your people. Always good to see good people.
It's a fact.
Juliana and B, y'all the youth, and I look forward to what y'all gonna put out there. Y'all know y'all got everybody in here. The kid killing us with all that food. It was good.
Damn, Sean, I'm
It's
youthful
a
too.
good
What you
time.
No, you
mean?
forgot your charger. No,
Yeah,
I
you
was
are
about to say,
too.
what's the
you
age
forgot
limit?
you
When,
forgot your
What
when,
the
when do
charger
we
at
fuck?
get
What are
the
you
there?
talking about?
charger at
What
the pad.
like?
Well, how do
Do
you
you?
qualify?
Hey, you know
You
what? Get
forgot
me
your,
off
you,
the
you
get
forgot
me
your
off the
charger.
damn call, bro. All
The
right,
one,
because
the
you know
one.
what?
Listen
Definitely
to it.
fine.
It
You
be
forgot your
that it
charger. You forgetting
it be
stuff
that
now.
type of
You
bullshit
ain't
right
young no more.
there.
Listen. Listen.
Don't do
You old
that.
enough.
Right.
You old enough to know
Don't do
better.
that.
You had a group of people.
Don't do that, bro.
I'm talking 20s. I'm talking
That
20s.
is
Okay.
nuts.
All right. That's
I'm
fair.
talking
I'll
20s.
take it.
They
I
in
hear you.
20s.
I hear you.
So okay.
I've accepted. I'm a part of the
So
auntie
you
crew
know,
now.
in fact, that was a good thing. I ain't gonna spend too much time on it, but that was one
I'm in
thing
my
I
20s
wanted to
too.
ask Ty
What?
was now that you were usually the youngest. You weren't the youngest at this thing.
I was
Did
not.
did that switch
He
that
was
you
shook.
feel
He
that
forgot his
switch
charger. He
that
was
you have
shook.
people that were younger than you looking at you?
I was sick that I forgot that shit too. When you said that picture, I was like, God damn it, I'm always leaving some damn shit. Fuck. Um, no, I did not. Honestly, it didn't even really cross my mind like that. I'm not to say I'm used to being the youngest in the group, but it's never noticeable. I'm kind of used to it, so it's like, it's never a problem when those who are maybe younger than me come in and, I am looked at to now sort of mentor or guide or help or whatever. That's what I'm there to do anyway. Whether you younger than me, older than me, it don't matter. Like it's just a thing of we are in there to kind of guide and help each other and give knowledge to one another. And if you peep game, I peep game. If I peep game, you peep game. So that's it.
Nah, that's
That's
dope.
it.
That's
Yeah,
dope. So if you
but
forget a charger
that's
square,
you.
I'll send you
So
a charger in the mail if
that's
you
cool.
forget yours.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. Great if you forget your
I
boom
was
box, I
I was
got you.
It's all right as long as
It
you
may
put
stay
fresh
here
D,
for a minute,
put some
but
fresh D batteries in there when you send it back to me. It's all
I
good.
send it. Yes, sir. I got you always. Always.
all right. So again, we're gonna try to end this again. Any other last comments
Be on the lookout for the next one.
from the peeps?
I don't know when or
No,
where
we
it'll be,
I think
but I guarantee you it'll be worth your time to join us at the next Creators Retreat Invitational, whether it's in person, online, or both.
Yeah. And like I said, we take this we take what we do seriously, and we will reassess what worked right, what didn't work, and move up. Hopefully we get Juliana in there for a little bit more. Because I'm rooting for Juliana. B gonna be ready. D gonna have something already out. We still looking at um, Kia Can. Um, so Kia got a senior that she got to get ready to get out of there. So I'm giving her
whoop,
uh, some leeway. A
Thank you.
Yeah,
senior,
shout out to the class of 2025.
Appreciate you.
her
whoop.
twin, her
LP's got
twin.
one. Well, I can't even call her a little one, but he got a graduate of 2025 about to pop out as well.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
man.
Hey,
FTK about to
hey.
turn up over here, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yep. So all those things is going on, and you're still doing stuff in Black Excellence. With that being said, hope you enjoy this recap. Hopefully that you will get something out of it. Hopefully it will rejuvenate you to say, I'm not gonna be trifling, and I'm gonna attend
Not
next
this.
time in some way, shape, or
Now leave
form.
it in there.
Oh, did I
Don't
say
be a
that out
don't be a
loud? I
roach.
might have to
Come to
cut
the
that
retreat.
Yeah.
out
Don't be a roach.
because
Hey,
you know,
you
yeah.
ain't you ain't cutting that out.
I might cut that out,
Put
You
that
ain't
on the
cutting that
put
because
that
out.
on the director's cut. Put
it's
that
getting
behind the
personal to
paywall on
some
the
people.
director's
It's getting
cut.
personal to some people.
Right,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
the BTS.
Right. Start naming names. And yo, blah, 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 said that you blah, blah,
Ooh,
blah, 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 but I'm not going to do that because, we served the people that was there and we served them well. Um,
that's right.
and we did good work. So I'm looking forward to the real work is what we're gonna do with all this material. Ty's is given. He did 2 shows off his network there.
Yeah.
D is my big project, and I'll be hitting up Crate to help that out. We done talked about the revampment. It ain't really a revampment of the evolution of one of my favorite Clear Vision podcasts, and what Al's going to do with that. I'm begging Juliana once again to get on her schedule. I even gave her my Fisher Price lavaliers, but
She
we're
got the
going to upgrade her
my first
too.
podcast.
So when she ready. Exactly.
And they work really good too. I had tested them out on my phone here, and they work really good. I really like them.
Yep, they better than your mic on your phone.
Yeah, definitely.
So we all trying to upgrade, grow, change, and develop, as my mentor would say. With that being said, we're gonna sign off for real this time. Much love to you all. Y'all be well. We will see you on the next. Pay attention to us. Follow us on all the things. We have them all listed somewhere. Follow us because we're doing great things, and look for us next quarter, which will be what, June? I said June. Then we will be doing our first session live. We got to find a name for it. I got to name stuff, so we'll find a name from the C4, from the UMA, from Dripping in Black, and all the other brands out here. Kia Can Cook, Women Who Heal. Juliana, what's the name of your podcast?
As Above, So Below Mindset.
Thank you. And Epic Echo and all the podcasts under there. MPN, of course. And Kia still cooking down in the what is it, Indiana, Northeast,
Indiana, Northwest,
Northwest Indiana,
right outside of Chicago.
We might have to go do a show at her bistro. Is she gonna bring back the bistro outside? So I got visions of a whole bunch of stuff. Now let's go find some money to go pay.
Yeah, let me know.
All right, so. Oh yeah, they're going to DJ. So there you go. So we might have to come over and take over Michigan City for a night. So we ain't playing either. So with that being said, we getting off of here. Y'all have a good night. Be well. Much love. Peace.
Bye, everyone.
Save the date, June 7th. The DiBk Elevation Lab debuts. A quarterly virtual experience to grow, create, and connect. Help shape the sessions by filling out the interest survey. www.dibkproductions.com/elevation. Thanks for vibing with us. Keep the conversation going. Like, subscribe, and follow at DiBk20 on social media. Visit drippinginblack.com for all things dripping in black, and DiBkDripShop.com for your drip and other merch. Until next time, be well and much love.
You have just experienced a Dripping in Black production.